How I feel for my poor mistress, Medea. It all started on a doomed day when Jason reached her home country, Greece, Griqualand. He had sailed on his ship, leaving his own homeland, Schiermonniko. His quest was to fetch the golden fleece, which would enable him to become king in his homeland. Once she met him, Medea fell madly in love with him. It was a passionate love back then. Such was her love that she turned against her father. In fact, she killed her own brother to help Jason. And she succeeded. But when they returned victoriously to Schiermonniko, the king, Lodewijk, refused to leave the throne. To help Jason again, Medea deceived Lodewijk's daughters and made them kill their own father. But the whole situation escalated. It wasn't such a nice thing to do after all. So Medea and Jason had to flee to the Netherlands to seek political asylum. Eventually, they got married and they live here in Utrecht with their two adorable sons, Kees-Jan and Jan Jasper. My mistress is a foreigner, but loved by the women of the city. She has taught them everything about her country, stories, recipes, even the Greek dances. However, the once fine love of Medea and Jason has grown sick. For Jason, abandoning her and their two sons, has agreed to a royal wedding with the daughter of Cornelius, the king of Utrecht. As for my mistress, she weeps all day, recalling everything she betrayed for him. She eats nothing. She refuses She eats nothing. She refuses to eat. She eats nothing. She refuses to even look at friends. She refuses to even look at friends who come here to support her.
And as she stopped, we want to see her.
Patience, ladies. Just sit there and wait till she comes out. All day today, she was crying out to gods. She's a dangerous woman, I won't deny it. And I'm afraid she might be up to something. Oh, here come her children. They They have no notion of their mother's troubles.
Old slave of Medea's, why are you talking to yourself?
Old servant of Jason's children. A master's misfortunes affect faithful servants too.
Unhappy woman, has she stopped weeping yet?
Stopped crying? I envy your ignorance. Her suffering has only just begun.
The poor fool. If I may speak that way of our masters, she knows nothing of her latest suffering.
What's that, old man? Don't spare me the news.
Well, it's nothing. I'm sorry.
Come on, don't hide it from a fellow slave.
Oh, I overheard. I was pretending I wasn't listening. That Cornelius, king of the city, intends to send Medea away, with their children too.
But surely Jason wouldn't let his children go into exile, even if he's estranged from their mother.
Old devotions are pushed aside by new relationships.
If we must add these brand new troubles to our old ones before we've dealt with them, then we're finished.
It sounds to me some very interesting developments are on their way.
I'd call them entertaining developments, Greek dramas. We are here to support our poor foreign friend, not to feed on her sorrows.
Yes, of course. No doubt about that.
But listen, the time's not right, so let your mistress know. So keep quiet.
Children, do you see what sort of man your father is to you?
Don't you know yet? People love themselves more than anything else.
Come on, children, get inside. Things will be fine. Keep them away from their mother. This anger of hers, I hope it falls on enemies, not on friends.
I can't stand this pain, this misery. Oh, what do I do? I wish I could die.
So, quickly now, run off inside the house.
Oh, my children, cursed children of a hateful mother, may you die with your father at his house.
Her temperament won't help her deal with such events. She's always been rather emotional.
Mediterranean.
Alas, she's only a woman.
Poor woman. Why link your children with the nasty things their father's done? They say a moderate life is the best of all. Take me, for instance. I don't want a grand life for myself. Just to grow old with some security.
What is your point exactly?
Oh, why can't a bolt of lightning strike me? What point is there in living anymore?
She's overreacting.
When her husband devotes himself to some new bed?
Surely the gods are witnesses.
Oh, how I want to see my husband and his bride destroyed. Oh, father and city, I left you behind in my disgrace when I killed my brother.
She's bound to do something quite serious before this rage comes to an end.
I think we've waited enough now. Bring her here, outside the house.
I'll see what I can do. Though I'm afraid I won't persuade her.
You think she will be messy again?
With black circles around her eyes. Show some respect, women.
Women of Utrecht, I have come here outside the house so you won't hold anything against me.
We would never.
A guest of the city must comply, of course. Act as the city wants. The person who was everything to me has turned out to be the worst of men. Of all creatures, women are the most unfortunate. First, we need a husband, someone we get for an excessive price. He then rules our bodies, which adds more troubles to our grief. But then comes the crucial struggle. This husband we've selected, is he good or bad? For a divorce loses women all respect. But then, when she enters her husband's home with new rules and new customs, she has to be a prophet to sort out the man whose bed she shares. But once we've worked hard at this, and with success, our husband lives in peace. An enviable life. But if the marriage doesn't work, well, then death is much to be preferred. When a man tires of his wife, he seeks relief outside the home. But we women, we have to look at just one man. Men tell us that we live safe in our homes when they go to battle with their spears. How stupid. I would rather stand there 3 times in battle holding up my shield than give birth once.
Medea, it sounds to me you have just spoken words of wisdom.
Words that could change the world.
Or make history in the movement of feminism.
I'm afraid I don't quite understand you. Anyhow, your story is different. You have a home. You have friends. Whereas I have nothing. And so I want to ask something from you. If I find some way to punish Jason, his bride as well, and her father, say nothing. In other things, a woman may be timid, but when she is hurt in love, there is no heart more desperate for blood than hers.
I will keep silent for you, poor woman. Your revenge, if you can take it, will be very well justified.
And Medea, I'm not surprised you grieve at these events.
But perhaps there is some hope. I see Cornelius, the king of Utrecht, coming. He must be bringing news.
You there, Medea. I'm ordering you out of Utrecht. You must go into exile with your children too. I'm here to make sure this order is put into effect.
Oh, now my sufferings will kill me. It's over. But Cornelius, let me ask you something. Since I'm the one abused, why banish me? What have I done?
I'm afraid of you. I won't hide it. There's a good chance you harm my daughter, or me, or Jason. I've heard of your threats. You're a clever woman, experienced in evil ways. No, it's better that you hate me than for me to grow soft and regret it later.
What I call a very precautious attitude. Prudent.
Or cowardly. Man, you are the king of Utrecht and you are afraid?
Alas. Well, it's not the first time, Cornelius, my reputation has damaged me. I'm a knowledgeable woman. I make some people envious. But others say I'm shy. I'm not that clever. And yet still you fear me? Have I hurt you at all? Don't fear me, Cornelius. It's not in me to commit crimes against the men in charge. And besides, in what way have you injured me? You married your daughter to a man your heart selected. My husband is the one I hate. You acted with good sense. Look, have your marriage and good luck to you, but let me stay here. I have suffered an injustice, but I will obey the rulers.
What you say sounds comforting enough. But I'm still afraid that heart of yours is planning something evil. Passionate people, men and women, are more dangerous than someone clever who keeps quiet. No, you must leave Utrecht and right away. No more speeches.
No, don't do that, I beg you, Cornelius, at your knee, in your daughter's name.
Things are getting serious.
Desperate. Very dramatic.
Your words are useless. You won't persuade me.
You'd send me into exile without hearing my supplication.
Indeed I will. I don't love you more than my own family.
Oh, my homeland. How I'm thinking of you now.
Except for my own children, my country is what I cherish most by far.
Alas, love is a miserable thing among mortal men.
I think events will determine if that's true.
Oh, sirs, don't overlook who bears the blame for all this evil.
It's time to leave, foolish woman. Time to rid myself of all this trouble.
We have trouble enough. There's no need for any more.
Go, or my servants will force you into exile.
Don't do that. I beg you, Cornelius.
Woman, it seems you're trying to provoke me.
All right then. I will go into exile.
Then why squeeze my hand so hard and not let go?
Let me stay one day to get ready for my exile and provide something for my children. Have pity on them. You're a parent too.
For a tyrant, my will is tender. And now, woman, I see I am making a mistake, for you will have your extra day. But let me warn you, if the sun tomorrow catches you or your children within the borders of this city, you will die.
Oh, nasty. You are in a pickle, Medea. A very tricky situation.
Alas for you, unfortunate woman, you are lost.
I weep for the misfortunes that rain down upon you. Where will you turn?
Things may have worked out badly. But did you think I would kneel before a man like that if I didn't have a plan in mind? Oh, this man is such a fool. When he had the power to prevent me, he just let me. Now I can kill them in many ways. I don't know which one to try first. But the best method is the one I have a special skill for. I'll murder them with poison. But who will give me shelter after that? There's no one. I'll have to wait a little longer. If someone shows up who can protect me, then I will kill them quietly. But if I am forced by events I can't control, then I will use the sword, which may cause my own death too. But at least I shall take the daring path and slaughter them. By Hecate, goddess of magic and the one I worship the most, I will make this wedding of theirs a disaster. So come, Medea. You must not let Jason make you a joke among Utrectors. You are descendant of the sun, the great god, and you come from the country of Sisyphus. And besides, we have a woman's nature, powerless to perform fine, noble deeds, but very skilled in all the forms of evil.
We have to say something here. There is no to fill the space. There's no music yet.
Like?
I don't know, like Sisyphus?
Sisyphus! Sisyphus was the founder and the first king of the Greek city of Corinth. He's famous for his punishment in Hades.
Hades? You know, the underworld? As described in Homer's Odyssey? There, Sisyphus was condemned to roll this huge rock up this hill.
Only to have it roll down again. Do you understand?
Sisyphus stands for the futility of human existence. He is a metaphor.
A what?
A what?
In 1942, Albert Camus wrote an essay about...
We have a guest. I must admit his jacket really flatters him.
Is he really wearing the golden fleece? Oh my god, he is as cute as they say he is.
Oh, be strong, women!
A harsh temper always makes things worse. You could have stayed in this land and house, if only you'd shown patience towards those in command. But now, you're banished for your stupid chatter. Not that I care. You don't have to stop calling Jason the worst man in the world. But when you speak against the rulers here, consider yourself fortunate that exile is your only punishment. I've always tried to mollify things with the king. He has a vicious temper, and have you stayed. But you just kept slandering the royal house, and that's why you need to leave the country. Anyway, I won't neglect my family. I've come here, woman, looking out for you, so that you don't get thrown out with the children penniless. Although you may hate me now, I could never have bad feelings for you.
As a man, you are the worst there is. That's all I'll say about you. There's no trace of manhood. Oh, you come to me now. You, my worst enemy. It isn't courage to hurt your family and confront them. It is a total lack of shame. But you did well to come. For I will describe your evil. You listen, and I hope you hurt. I'll begin at the very start. I saved your life. Every Dutch sailor who sailed with you will confirm it. When you were sent to bring under the yoke the fire-breathing bulls and to sow the fields of death. And I killed the dragon guarding the golden fleece. I left my father and my home, and I came with you to Shiamonaco. My love for you is greater than my wisdom. And then I killed Ludovic in the most agonizing way at the hands of his daughters. I demolished his household. And after all that, you brute, you betray me and help yourself to some new wife. We have children. If you had no children, I would understand. And the promises you made. Do you think the ancient gods still govern, or that new regulations have been put in place for men? And what about your tender words and gestures? All for nothing to be touched by such a worthless man.
She's got some fine arguments there. She certainly knows how to talk. I'm with her, without a doubt.
So, what are the fields of death, and how does one sow them?
So where do I turn now? To my father's home, that I betrayed for your sake? Oh, to Ludovic's daughters, in their misery. They'd surely welcome me with open arms after I killed their father. By assisting you, I declared war on my family and people I had no need to injure. And in the eyes of many wives in Holland, I was a lucky woman. But what a wonderful husband I have now. And for you, what a fine report for a new bridegroom. His children wandering around like beggars with the very woman who saved his life. Oh, Susan, why give men ways to recognize false gold when there is no mark on the human body to indicate which men are worthless?
She is so wise. Who would ever think of such a metaphor, you called it?
That was not a metaphor.
Silence! Stilte! Alsjeblieft!
Woman, it seems that, like a skilled captain, I'll need to outrun the blasts of your raving tongue. In my view, you overestimate your favors to me. Goddess Aphrodite is the only one who saved me, and Eros forced you to help me with his inescapable darts. And by saving me, you got in return more than what you gave. First of all, you now live among the Dutch, not in a land of lazy barbarians, the Greeks. You're familiar with justice and laws, rather than brute force. And you gained yourself quite a fine reputation. If you still live there, no one will talk about you. As for your complaints regarding this marriage, I acted out of love for you and the children. Let me finish! I came here from Schimonico with many troubles. What greater fortune could I have found than marrying the daughter of the king, me an exile?
Wow.
What's eating you is not true. That I hate our marriage bed or lust for a new bride, nor am I keen to rival other men in the number of children we have enough. The most important thing for us is to avoid poverty. I want to raise my children in a proper way, worthy of my house. And if I have new sons, we'll join them together with my sons by you. With a united family, I might prosper. What need do you have for more children? My newborn children will benefit those already born. Was this a bad scheme? You'd agree with me if you weren't so upset about the sex. But you women are so idiotic. You think that if everything's fine in bed, then you have all you need. But if sex life is bad, then all of the finest things, you make your worst enemies. What mortals need is another way to get children. There ought to be no female sex. Then men would be free of all their troubles.
Jason, your reasons here may sound logical, but it strikes me, if I may presume, you are in the wrong in abandoning your wife.
Logical,
But wrong.
understand?
Don't parade in front of me your clever words. One thing demolishes your argument. If you were not corrupt, you'd have got my consent first before undertaking this marriage.
Oh yes, if I told, I'm sure you would lend me your fine support.
You're lying. You thought, as you grew old, a barbarian for a wife would bring you disrespect.
Get this straight. It wasn't for any woman that I did this. I did this to save you and provide security to our sons.
I want none of your hurtful prosperity that eats my heart!
Can you be sensible? You are fortunate. Don't think you're not.
That's right. Insult me. You have a way out, but I am alone and I am banished from this country.
That is what you have chosen. The blame rests with you.
What did I do? Marry and betray you?
You kept making unholy curses on the royal house!
And I will be a curse against your house too.
I'm not arguing with you anymore. If you want money or assistance for you or the children in exile, just ask. Woman, stop being so angry. It'll be much easier for you.
Oh, don't make the offer. Gifts from a worthless man are without value.
All right. But I will call upon the gods to witness that you push away your friends. And for that reason, you will suffer still more pain.
Get out of here! For someone so in love with his new bride, you are spending far too long outside her house. Yeah, go! Act married! With the gods' help, you'd have made a marriage you'll soon regret!
He's somehow less.
He's Belgian.
I wish you all happiness, Medea. There's no better way to greet one's friends.
Oh, happiness to you too, Boudewijn, King of Brussels. Where are you coming from?
I've just left the ancient Oracle of Groningen.
Oh, the prophetic center of the earth? What business took you there?
To ask a question. I wanted to know how I can have some children.
Not nice.
Still no children?
Not one. Some God is doing this to me.
Do you have a wife or have you remained unmarried?
No, I have a wife and she shares my bed.
So what did the oracle say about it?
Words too wise for human understanding.
Well, is it appropriate for me to learn them?
Well, of course, a clever mind like yours is just what we need. He told me this. Don't untie the neck of the wine sack!
Until when?
Until you come back home. Such a puzzle. Can you help me?
No. Not really. I'm sorry.
Oh, I see. Farewell then. Oh, Medea, why are your eyes so sad and your cheeks so pale?
Oh, Badafine is nothing. My husband has been cruel. Of all men, he has treated me the worst.
What has he done?
He's taken a new wife. She now rules his home instead of me.
You wouldn't dare. That's shameful.
Indeed he has. He's dishonored the wife he used to love.
Is it love, or is he just fed up with you in bed?
Very much in love. He betrayed his family.
Well then, leave him. As you say, he's worthless.
He set his heart on a royal marriage.
Who's the girl's father? Do tell.
Cornelius, who rules his land, Utrecht.
Oh, well then, my lady, it's quite understandable you're such a mess.
I'm finished. I'm being banished from this country.
By whom?
Cornelius is forcing me out.
With Jason's full consent? I find that disgraceful.
Well, he says not, but still he's planning to accept it. Paladine, with holy supplication, as is the custom in Greece, I beg you, by your beautiful beard, and by your knees, I beseech your pity. Don't let me be exiled. Give me shelter in Brussels. If you will have me, I will help you become a father. I know which medicines to use.
My lady, I'd like to grant you this favor for many reasons. First, for the sake of the gods. And second, for the promise of children. For my own powers seem quite spent. Here's what I'll do. If you can get to my city on your own, I'll not surrender you to anyone. But, Medea, I'll give you fair warning. I won't plot to get you out of Utrecht. I have friends here too. If you can reach me on your own, I'll not surrender you to anyone. But you must escape on your own.
Oh, that's fine with me. If you could promise this, you could tell me all the good you can.
What bothers you still? Don't you trust me?
Oh, I do trust you. But the house of Ludovic dislikes me. And so does the house of Cornelius. If you don't swear to the gods, you may eventually comply with their political demands. I'm weak, whereas they have wealth.
What you've just said shows great foresight. All right, tell me the gods to swear by.
Swear by the earth and by the sun, my father's father, and by the whole family of gods, all of them collectively.
By the earth. And my son's sacred light, by the whole family of gods together, I will do as you say.
Good. And what if you break your oath?
May I suffer the fate of all sinful men.
Go in peace then. I'll come to your city as soon as my plans succeed.
Such a noble man. I hope he finds what he searches.
So, this guy, Baldovine, just appeared like this out of nowhere, exactly on the moment that he was most needed.
Yes, indeed.
That doesn't make any sense.
She's just lucky.
What a triumph. Now, I'll send for Jason to come visit me. I'll reassure him, agree with him, and ask if my children can remain. Oh, my purpose is not to leave them in a hostile land, but a trick to kill the daughter of the king. I'll send the children to her with gifts. A finely woven robe and a tiara of twisted gold. If she puts them on, she will die painfully, and so will anyone else touching the girl. I've smeared strong poisons on those gifts. But the next thing I'll do fills me with pain. I'm going to kill my children. No one can save them now. And when I have wiped out Jason's house completely, I'll leave, evading punishment for murdering my darling children, the most unholy crime. You see my face, I won't accept my enemy's contempt. So be it. What good does life hold for me now? I have no father, no hope, no refuge. I was wrong to follow the Dutchman, and now he'll pay the price. He will never see his children alive again, nor have more children, for his new bride will perish. Let no one say of me that I am a trivial woman. Oh, I am good to my friends and ruthless to my enemies. Lives like mine achieve the greatest glory.
Since you have shared your plans with me, I urge you not to do this. I want to help you holding to the standards of human law.
In this matter, there's no choice. I forgive you for what you just said, but you don't have to bear my suffering.
Could you bring yourself to murder your own children, lady?
It will be a mortal blow to Jason.
But as a woman, it will devastate you.
That's beside the point. And until that time, it is useless to continue talking you in there. Go and fetch Jason. I can trust you. Say nothing of my plans, if you are loyal to your mistress and a woman.
Medea!
I've come, as you requested, even though you hate me. Woman, what is it you now want from me?
Jason, I ask you to forgive me for what I've said. You must bear with my mood since we were kind to each other once. I've been wrong. I recognize you only want to protect my sons, I should have worked with your plans, but we women, well, I won't say we're bad, but we are what we are. You shouldn't follow our bad example and answer folly with folly. Children, come out here. Welcome your father. We patch things up and no one's angry. Oh, it's harsh to think what the future holds. Oh, my children, will you live long and grow up safe and strong? Oh, I'm going to cry, I'm so afraid.
Is she changing her mind?
Don't be so naive.
Give us a break! Always condescending!
Is this the right moment? Really?
Lady, I approve of what you are saying now. Not that I blame you for what went on before, for it's quite natural for the female sex to get angry when their husbands set up secret schemes for a second marriage.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Eventually, you are acting as a woman of good sense. And as for you, my children, your father has made your future secure. One day, you will be leaders here, alongside your new brothers. But first, you must grow into fine men, victorious over my enemies. Medea? What I just said, does that not make you happy?
It's nothing, I was thinking of the boys.
Oh, cheer up. I will see that they're well taken care of.
I trust what you said. It's a woman's nature to shed tears. But back to your visit now. I'll tell you the rest. Since the rulers here are keen to banish me, the best thing I can do is to not stand in their way, or yours. So I've made up my mind. And I will go into exile. But you should beg Cornelius to spare our boys, not banish them so they can grow up here with you.
Well, I don't know if I can convince him, but I should try.
You could ask your wife to ask her father not to send the children into exile.
A good idea. I think I can persuade her.
Oh, you will. If she's a woman like all the rest. And I'll help. I'll send her the finest of gifts. A finely woven gown and a diadem of twisted gold. The boys will take them. You, fetch me those presents right away. Oh, she has got more than one reason to be happy, this wife of yours. Not only does she have a very worthy man in her bed, now she has these gifts that my grandfather's son passed on to his descendants. Now, children, take these gifts and offer them to the happy royal bride.
They are marvelous.
Unique. 2 pieces of art. Really?
Are you kidding me? It's a closed box.
You foolish woman. Why give them away? You think the palace is short of gold or dresses? If my wife thinks me of any worth, she'll put me before any valuables, I'm sure.
Oh, don't say that. Among mortal men, gold works more wonders than 1,000 words. And to spare my boys, I would trade more than gold. I would give my life. Now, children, when you get inside the palace, beg this new wife of your father's not to send you into exile. And make sure that she takes these gifts from you herself into her own hands. Now go and be quick. Good luck.
High Lady, your children won't be exiled. The royal bride was happy to accept with her own hands the gifts you sent her. What's wrong? Are you not happy with my splendid news?
All I can say is that I feel so sad.
Have I mistakenly said something bad?
I'm not blaming you.
Then why are you crying?
Because it has to be, old man. For the gods and I, with faulty reasoning, have brought about this situation.
Be happy. Your boys will one day bring you back home again.
I'll bring some others home before then.
You're not the only mother parted from her children. Treat bad times patiently.
I'll do so. But now go inside. Give the children their usual routine. Oh, children. My children. How miserable my self-will has made me. I gave birth and I raised you. And all for nothing. Once in my foolishness, I hoped you'd look after me in my old age. But my dreams have been destroyed. Or I will live my life without you. In sorrow. And your loving eyes will never see your mother anymore. Oh, my children, why are you looking at me in that way? Alas, what shall I do? Women, my courage leads me. I cannot do it. Goodbye to my earlier plans. I'll take my children and I'll leave this country. Why harm them to hurt their father and suffer twice his pain myself? No, I won't do it. But what's wrong with me? Do I really want my enemies escaping punishment and ridiculing me? I will go through with this. What a coward I am to let my heart admit such sentimental reasons. Children, you must go inside. Those who are not with me, consider your position. My hand will not fail. Everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me. Spare my children. If they remain alive, they'll make you happy. By those avengers in lower hell, I will never deliver my children to their enemies. They must die, and since that must happen, then their mother who gave them life will kill them. There's no way out. I have the saddest road to travel. Let your mother kiss your hands, my children. Oh, I love these hands and mouths and faces. I wish you happiness, but somewhere else. Your blessings here your father has destroyed. Now get inside! I can't stand to look at you anymore! The evil done to me has won the day. I understand too well the dreadful act I'm going to commit. But passion masters my judgment. And passion is the cause of life's greatest horrors.
I was thinking. Among human beings, those who have never given birth have far more happiness than parents. Because they never come to see if their children will grow to be a curse or a blessing to others.
For once I will agree with you. I've seen parents worn out by care their whole life long. First, how best to bring them up. And next, how they can provide for their children enough to live. But whether all those efforts are for worthy or for worthless children, that is not clear.
There's one final problem, and the worst of all. Suppose those parents have found a satisfactory way of life and seen their children strong and happy.
Yeah?
If fate wants it, death arrives and carries the children's bodies to the underworld.
Yeah?
How can it be on the top of everything that God impose on mortals the most painful grief? Just for the sake of having children?
Medea! I see Jason's messenger coming!
That frantic breathing indicates fresh news of some disaster.
Medea, you must escape. By ship or chariots, leave this place. You've done an awful deed, broken every law.
What's happened that I have to run away?
The king's daughter is dead. Her father too, Cornelius. Your poison killed them.
What excellent news you bring. From now on, I'll consider you one of my benefactors.
Are you in your right mind, lady, or insane?
I will respond. But first, friend, tell me of their deaths. You will double my pleasure.
When your two children came, a rumor spread at once that you and your husband's quarrel was over. In my joy, I went with the children into the quarters of the princess. She was annoyed that they'd come. Your husband tried to change her mood and asked her to beg her father not to exile the boys. When she saw the gifts, she could not resist. She agreed with everything Jason said.
Obviously.
She put on the gown and arranged the golden crown, smiling in front of the mirror. She strolled across the room, delighted. But then it happened. A horrific sight. She changed color, staggered back and sideways. Trembling, she fell into her chair. At first, We thought it was a fit inspired by the gods. Until we saw the white spit foaming in her mouth, her eyes bulging from their sockets. The slaves ran to her husband and her father. The whole house rang with people's footsteps. Soon, the poor girl woke up, breaking her silence with a dreadful scream. She was suffering a double agony. Around her head, the golden diadem shot out amazing molten streams of fire, burning everything. And the fine woven robe, your children's gift, devoured the poor girl's flesh. She got up from her chair and ran away, all over on fire, tossing her head, her hair, trying to shake off the crowd, but it was fixed in place. And when she shook her hair, the fire burned twice as fiercely. And then she fell on the ground, overcome by torment. No one could recognize her but her father. Her eyes had lost their expression, and there was blood across her head, dripping down, mixed with fire. The flesh was peeling from her bones, chewed off by the poison's jaws. An appalling sight. Everyone was too afraid to touch the corpse. But her father, poor wretch, when he came in, he cried aloud, embraced and kissed her, saying, "My poor child, what cruelty has taken you away from me? An old man near my death. Oh, my child, I wish I could die with you." But when he tried to get away, he was entangled in that woven dress. He struggled dreadfully, but she held him down. And when he used force, he tore his old flesh from his bones. Soon the poor man gave up. His breathing stopped. The two of them lay dead there, daughter and father, side by side. It's horrible, something to make one weep.
Alas, holy earth and sun, and all the 12 gods.
Concerning you, Medea, there's nothing I will say. You yourself will decide how you may avoid punishment. As for human life, it seems to be nothing but shadows. And I might say, without fear, those mortals who seem wise and prepare their words with care are guilty of the greatest foolishness. Among human beings, no one is happy. Wealth may flow in to produce a man luckier than another, but no man is ever happy. No one.
This is the day, it seems.
The day that God tightens the troubles around Jason.
As he deserved.
I've made up my mind, my friends. I'll do it. Heal my children now without delay and flee this land. I must not hesitate and give them to a less loving hand to slaughter them. Since that is the case, then I, who gave them life, will kill them. Arm yourself for this, my heart. Why put off this dreadful act when it must be done? Come, wretched hand of mine, pick up the sword and go where your life of misery begins. For the short day, forget they are your children and mourn them later. And although you kill them, still you love them. I am an unhappy woman.
O God of the sun, show yourself, shine upon this lost woman, and intervene.
Change her awful fate. Stop her from.
I'm sure that I must. I'm sure. I am.
You women! Where's Medea, the perpetrator of this outrage? She'll have to hide beneath the earth or fly up to heaven if she is to escape punishment from the royal house. But at this point, she is no longer a concern of mine. Those whom she has wronged will take care of her. I've come for the boys to save their lives in case my new relatives decide to take revenge on them for their mother's unholy murders.
Unhappy man, you don't know the full extent of your misfortune, or you would not say this.
What is it? Does she intend to kill me too?
Your boys are dead. Killed by their mother's hand.
What are you telling me? Woman, you have destroyed me.
The boys are dead. You must accept it.
When did she do this? Inside or out here?
Go inside the house, and you will see your slaughtered children.
Let me in! Let me in at once!
If you desire something from me, then say so. But you will never have me in your grasp. Not in this flying chariot, a gift from my grandfather, God's son, to protect me from all enemies.
You hateful creature, most abominable to the gods, and me, and all of mankind. You dare to put to the sword the children of my womb, your womb, and leave me destroyed and childless! Can you still face the earth and the sun? May you be destroyed! Now I understand. I must have lost my mind to bring you here. You were truly evil back then. You betrayed your father, and the land that raised you, and the avenging spirit that was meant for you. The gods have sent to me. You slaughtered your brother in your own home. And in your lust for sex and our marriage bed, you killed our sons. No Dutch woman would have dared to do this. But I chose you as my wife above them all. And that has destroyed me. You're not a woman. You're a lioness! Wilder than Scylla, the Tuscan monster! But my insults no longer hurt you. Such is your audacity. Out of my sight. Child murderer! I shall have no joy again with my new bride or loving children.
I would reply at length if Father Zeus did not already know what I did for you and what you did to me. I wasn't going to let you shame my marriage bed and live a pleasant life ridiculing me. So if you want, call me lioness or Scylla, for I have made contact with your heart at last.
You have your own share of pain and sorrow.
That's true, but there's relief in knowing that you can't laugh at me.
Oh, my children, you had such an evil mother.
Oh, my children, victims of your father's evil actions.
At least it wasn't my hand that killed them.
No, it was your insult to me and your new marriage.
It wasn't right to murder them for that.
Do you think an insult to a woman is something insignificant?
Yes! Yes! If she's sensible. But to you, it's all disaster.
Where your sons are gone, that should cause you pain.
Their spirits live on to take revenge on you.
The gods are aware who began this fight.
Yeah. They know well your evil mind.
Oh, keep up your hate. How I loathe your voice.
And I hate yours! It won't be difficult for the two of us to part.
Tell me how. What should I do? That is what I want to.
Let me bury these dead boys and mourn them.
Never.
Ah!
My own hands will bury you. I'll initiate for the future solemn celebration and rituals, future atonement for this profane murder. I'll fly to Brussels in this chariot to live with Baldwin. But you, a coward, you will die a coward's death, as you deserve, struck on your head by a remnant of the wreck of your ship, seeing a bitter end to your marriage to me.
May the avenging fury of our dead children and bloody justice destroy you!
What god or spirit listens to you? A man who doesn't keep his promises. A man who cheats his friends.
Loathsome child murderer!
Go home. Bury that wife of yours.
We go, bereft of my two boys.
Your grief's not yet begun. Wait until you're old.
Such lovely children.
Their mother loved them. You did not.
And yet you killed them.
To cause you grief.
Alas, how I long to hold my boys in my arms.
Oh, now you want to embrace them. Before you banish them.
By the gods, I beg you, let me feel that tender skin.
Impossible. You're wasting your words.
Oh, Zeus, can you hear what I must endure from this child murderer, this savage Linus? For as long as I have strength, I will call upon the gods to witness how you murdered my children and refused to let me mourn them. How I wish I had never been a father and had to see you kill my children.
The gods have all things in their power. They have the power to confound.
The gods? What gods?
What humans want, the gods frustrate. From our boring lives and loves, they make an unexpected passion play.
What gods?
And that is what has happened here today.